I'm KG Stiles with your Astro Highlights, brought to you by PurePlantEssentials.com Organic Aromatherapy. This is the second segment of our special Venus Retrograde show. Today is Friday, October 8, 2010. The Sun is in the sign of Libra, represented by the scales of fairness and justice. It's Louise Hay's birthday, the founder of Hay House Publishers, and one of the most influential people on our planet for creating harmony in relationships of all kind. This is a 10-10 month, a double activation of the number 10. The number 10 represents instant manifestation that occurs only every 100 years. Neil and I want you to make the most of this period. We had a new moon in Libra yesterday, and currently the moon is void of course. We will shift into Scorpio later today at 12:52 p.m. Pacific. It's a great day to relax and meditate on your new moon intentions as you contemplate the questions, what am I to do? Where am I to go? And what am I to say and to whom? I'm being joined by celebrity astrologer Neil D. Harris of NewWorldAstrology.com. Hi, Neil. You with me?
Hey, KG.
As I told you in our first segment, Neil and I are very excited to bring you this special Venus Retrograde show. Neil and I are sharing hot tips for how you can enjoy and benefit from this 6-week Venus Retrograde period that began exactly at 6 seconds past midnight this morning, October 8, 2010. So listen deeply and allow your inner ding, as Louise Hay calls it, to guide you to align with what resonates for you. Your own sense of truth is always guiding you to take the appropriate actions that will position and align you with your highest good. The 6-week Venus retrograde period is about reviewing what you value most in your life. Look to the area of your astrology chart to see where Venus is presently located to find out which area of your life is under renovation and your values being upgraded. Neil, do you have anything else you'd like to share about the Venus retrograde?
Yeah, so just to kind of, add to that, as you said, Venus covers relationship. It covers your relationship to yourself, relationship to other people, your relationship to money. Venus also relates to finances. And really you're looking at that state of your self-worth. Is it intact or is it in tatters? We're going to get a chance to work on that kind of area. And it's in the sign of Scorpio while at retrograde, which is about digging things up, hitting the soft spots, purging what's no longer necessary. And really, Venus retrograde asks that age-old question, which is, how can you love another if you don't love and accept yourself first? And how can another love you and accept you if you don't? So Venus retrograde is about, looking for love in all the wrong places is really common during this time. Everyone's looking hungry for love out there. When retrograde Venus says, go inside, you should be looking inside for the love, loving yourself first, then you'll find that everything else will fall into place.
On today's show, I'll offer you intuitive insights for each astrology sign, along with actions to take to activate the high side of the Venus retrograde vibration, as well as what not to do in order to not activate the low side of the vibration, followed by Neil giving you his astrological take for each sign. The information shared will be good for both your sun and ascendant. Let's continue with the sign Leo. Leo, let your light shine and prepare to allow yourself to experience the love and appreciation you are destined for. Else you could be feeling insecure, diminished, and less than during this time. If you go this route, your fallback plan is to see yourself releasing old tapes and patterns that continue to hold you back. So you shift the energies immediately, or at least by the time Venus turns direct, you'll experience opportunities for being celebrated for the royal being you truly are. Neil, what's your take for Leo?
Leos have Venus retrograding in their 4th house of roots. So your past relationships are being reappraised. There could be some family negotiations or disturbances that can be settled. Old scores get recreated so you can resolve them. There might be some rustling of feathers, but remember you have to have some chaos before you have some sort of order. Scorpio's digging deep in your 4th house. So that digging deep will go down to the core of your feelings. Love hurts, but also heals. Remember, we're saved by it, or we suffer by it. So take the best care of of your past as it can. Try and wrap things up. Bring it into your present. Forgive and forget the rest. Remember that love is the only truth, really, when you come down to it. There's childhood pains that could come back on the scene. Also, some old pleasures can reappear. So take the best of your past, recreate it into the present. Remember, Venus relates to decorating too, and Scorpio is about stripping away the old styles. So there could be some renovations at home. Your domestic situation could rearrange things at home, throw stuff out, donate things, take out the trash, revamp, especially in the basement or the attic. That's the Scorpio areas. Boxes in the closets, under the bed or the sofa, stuff lying around. You could even find some missing objects or some money in a pocket. So that'll be a good one.
Now for you, Virgo. Virgo, opportunities abound for service in your life calling. You'll deepen your ability to see all the minute details with ease, and you'll be able to attune like no other time to your health and well-being. It's a great time to visit a spa for some relaxation and pleasure, dear Virgo. All work and no play creates a restrictive mode of expression that will result in a backlash of hyper self-criticism. The choice is yours to create balance. Neil, what do you have to say for Virgo?
Virgo has Venus retrograding in their third house of information. So Virgo loves analyzing, as we know, looking at the faults to make them better. Now, in this period, Virgo, you can be a loving healer with words, or you can be a hurter. So you can use scalding attacks on others at their weak points, including your own weak points. Remember, love isn't a concept, Virgo, to be understood, but felt. The third house is about siblings, too, so there could be some relationship ripples there, things to be resolved. They may be going through some backtracking themselves. Love them to the best of your ability, faults and all. That's what you need to do right now, Virgo. Remember, Venus is also relating to shopping. Third house can relate to cars, method of transportation, so be careful of lemons during this period. That's an old astrology piece of advice. Remember, looks on everything. It's a good idea to upgrade your learning tools. Old books can bring new insights. Take some old books off the shelf that you have. You might find something you need. Enjoy the process of reviewing the information that you have. Sift the data, scrap the superfluous, and speak from the heart, Virgo, even if it means speaking some unpleasant truths. Remember, it's a sign of Scorpio in your third house. Scorpio represents looking at the dark side. Others need to hear how you really feel, as long as you're not trying to manipulate or wound other people. Be kind in your communications.
On to Libra. Dear sweet Libra, choose to focus on being in love with life at this time. Everything is about relationship, 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 and it's all good. The river has never flowed so sweetly. Otherwise, critical mind will overtake you, and no one is ever good enough or does it good enough, no matter what it is for you. Practice compassion and forgiveness to get back on track. Neil, what's your take?
Venus is retrograding. Venus is your planet, Libra. It's retrograding in the second house of your values. So you're really reprioritizing things. A lot of changing, a lot of backtracking, redoing things. You're really changing your outlook, and you're good at that. You know, you always look at different sides of things. You're the sign of the scales. Now, it's in Scorpio, Venus, which says you have to look at the uglier side, something which you don't like to do, but you'll have to during this period. Especially financially. Libra's like nice things, but you may have to do some trimming on your spending practices. Is it necessary? Is it urgent? And is it truly useful? That's what you should ask yourself when Venus is moving through your second house that relates to your finances and your value system. It might be a luxury you can do without temporarily. Chances are it's not bringing you pleasure anyway. Your self-worth is going through a shift. Your values are shifting, as we said. Allow for change as you explore new priorities. Relationship themes, there could be some money issues in relationships. Whether romantically or friends, someone owes some money, and you could be spending too much on other people at the expense, pun intended, of yourself. Remember, the best things in life are free, Libra, ultimately, and what you really want now is to feel good. So it mightn't be found in objects, or if you buy anything in particular, it might just give you a temporary fix.
The last sign we'll cover in this segment is Scorpio. Ooh la la, Scorpio, you sexy thing. Allow your passion to seep out and fill the room. Well, you may as well go for it and allow your sex appeal to fill your world. The secrets you've been keeping will find expression in a wholly new and profound way that will surprise even you, lest you fall into suspicion and the green-eyed monster of jealousy overtake you. Choose to express your smoldering passion with verve, and to get back on track, meditate, do chakra clearing and balancing, and yoga. Now, Neil, what about Scorpio?
Yeah, you nailed it. Venus retrograding is retrograding in your sign, Scorpio. It's in your first house of your physical self. So you are completely marked for a makeover. Venus in Scorpio anyway is such a sign of the makeover, but especially retrograde. So it's a physical kind of makeover. Be careful. You can try on different hats and different styles, but try not to settle for any one thing just yet. Retrograde's about redoing things, so you're very likely to change your mind. Don't do something you'll regret or get stuck with, whether it's a tattoo or plastic surgery or something too dramatic. Maybe just try different things on, look at your options. You could try new hairstyles, get healthier. Maybe purging stuff from your diet's a good idea too. So it's a good idea to channel energy into things like yoga, find out a new plan, a new workout plan. Something that you enjoy is really essential for your health. Your main question to ask yourself during this period is, do you like yourself? Do you love yourself? You're probably going to see some things in the mirror too as well that you're not happy with. The first house relates to how you see yourself. So self-acceptance is paramount in this period, Scorpio, but feel free to self-pamper. You're the one sign this phase who's being asked to self-love to the best of your ability. It's the most important lesson.
Do you have any special astrology offerings at this time, Neil?
I have a class that I taught, which is available on audio, an audio CD called Secrets of Your Sexual Side and Dating Destiny, which will help you uncover the right relationships for you, the people you're destined to meet in this lifetime, and how you can be a better lover yourself.
I suggest you focus on chakra clearing and balancing during this time, especially clearing the second sexual chakra and fourth heart chakra. These are your primary chakras for pleasure and enjoyment of your life. You can find chakra articles and products to help you, some of which are free, available on my website at kgstiles.com. And I do have a few openings available for chakra energy readings. Please inquire through my website. Thanks so much for joining us. We love sharing this special Venus retrograde news with you and appreciate your being here with us. May you deepen in your love for yourself and others at this time. I'm KG Stiles with your celebrity astrologer, Neil D. Paris, with your Astro highlights.